Hello, everybody. Right, it's gonna just chat in here. Hi, welcome back to Karidoesstuff, and welcome back to my model bench. It's been a little while since I've done a model bench stream. I was gonna do one yesterday, but I decided to have a day off. I was a bit tired and whatnot, so I just took a day off. I've also had, hey Creamy, hey Duana, how you doing? Unbox Bear. I've also had literally hundreds of emails asking me when I'm going to get back to play Monkey Island 3. I was going to do some yesterday, but like I say, I was kind of tired. So if you're one of those hundreds of people that message me, don't worry, it's coming. We're going to get on with that, don't worry. I know I usually play Horizon Zero Dawn today, but I sat there going, you know what? I fancy unboxing my Saturn V. You know, just unboxing it, taking a look to see what we've got, doing a bit of planning, and maybe getting to a start. You know, just doing a start, just starting some bits. So, let's have a look at this box, shall we? So here is the box. It's sort of that big. It's pretty damn big. Right, so what have we got on the side here? Yeah, Jeebus. It's got, there we go, we got a picture of some of the parts that we can see on there. How it's going to look when it's done. That is pretty cool. Pretty epic. And on this side, we can see that it was for, lift it up, it was for the 50th anniversary moon landing. 50th anniversary of the moon landing. So it was 2019 this kit was produced. I bought it a couple of years ago, so about a year afterwards, but it was produced for the 50th anniversary of the original Apollo 11 mission. We can see that it's for 13 years and up, so I should be able to do it. No, it doesn't fly. No, it's not a model flyable rocket. No, it's just a model rocket. Depends how hard I throw it. It might fly, at least for a while. It's a crazy scale. It's 1 to 96, as we can see on there. It's a 1 to 96 scale, which actually is still pretty big. 143 parts. And 114 centimeters tall, so it's over a meter tall, as we can see here by the box. And it's a level 5. If you can see there, it says level 5, so it means it's quite difficult, apparently. But then that Mustang was a level 5, and we done that all right. I think it's just down to the number of parts, really, and how small the parts we get on it. So that's the box. So let's get to opening it and seeing what we got inside, shall we? Now I have hang on, what do I do? I pre-slit them. So, oh, okay, opens like that, does it? All right. So open. Wow. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it up, and I'm going to go onto the main model bench, and we're going to look and see what we've got in here as we go. So, heckin' dang, I know, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So, let's have a look at the main bench. Here we go. So, let's adjust the camera a little bit. Not make you too sick. Okay, so what do we got here? First of all, the instructions. Oh, look how pretty that looks. How big that is. Oh, and at the top it's got a... Is that a It is. It's a transparent glass section so you can see inside. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Right, so this is all the usual stuff about how to use it, how to fix the decals. This is all the colors you need. So let's just bring that up again. Let's see a bit better. So these are all the colors you need. Okay, the German is at the top there because Revel's a German company, then it's British. Right, so It's how we make all the colors, and then it tells you how to mix the colors and what proportion. Like color C is 90% 360 and 10% 310. So that's gonna be fun. All right, anyways, oh my god, it shows up all the bits and pieces. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Well, this is color coded to a degree. Yeah, it's color coded with paint, so that's okay. Tells you which bits you need to paint, which bits you don't. Okay, I'm actually going to make a stand of my own for it because I want it to look as though it's taken off. So this stand is going to be useful to build it on, but I'm not actually going to glue it to the stand. I'm just going to use it as a kind of to hold it in place. Well, that's the plan anyway. Okay, and it does each different section. Oh, I wonder if they come apart. I wonder if like the sections come apart, because you can see inside here, you can see the top of the fuel container. So I wonder if you can actually take it apart in stages, as it would have flown. That's cool. Oh my god! We've also got the moon lander, the Eagle, and that is going to be small because that fits in the top. And there we go. There we can see at the bottom here, we have a transparent section where you can put, and you can see the moon lander in there. That's cool. That's very cool. Wow, look at all this. And that fits on the top, so you can see that in the top there. Oh, and we've got the escape capsule, or the command module, sorry, there's a command module. That's the escape thing. That's the escape rockets, in case everything was to go wrong. Right. So we've also got a base here for the moon. You can put Neil Armstrong down here. And you can put together the... Oh, I see. So you can actually take apart the command module and the Eagle module and the landing module and fix them into different ways. That's pretty cool. So you can either have them in the rocket or on the surface of the moon. That's pretty cool. I wonder if you could just like fix them there and then switch them around. That'd be pretty cool. My god, there's pages. You do this for fun, right? Oh yeah, I do this for fun. Oh yeah, and it tells you how you can transport it in the box here. Transport the box. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. Fuck yes. All right, that's the destructions. Let's have a look at the parts, shall we? All right, so here we go. Oh, these are the grey bits. What we got in here? Ah, command module. Last stage. Oh look, there's the little astronauts. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins. Cool. Cool. Alright, let's put that somewhere. I'm going to have a big pile of these things. Oh look, you get some little paints as well. Oh, a glue. That's handy. And a paintbrush. That's handy. I won't be using these paints though. Because I'll be airbrushing most of it. I hope. But you get paints and a... Oh, hang on, they're falling out. Put these back. My god, the pages. What else we got? Oh, that's the transparent bit at the top. That's cool. That's cool. Don't want to lose that. Oh, and there's the stand that you build it on. So, again, like I say, I'm going to try and build my own stand because I'm going to make a display of it almost like taken off. So I'm going to put some lit up cloud plumes of smoke up behind it. So that's cool. So we got that. Let's have a look at what we got here. Oh, wow. Okay, these are the sections. Wow, they're huge. Oh my god. Look at the size of these sections. Holy cow. And then it goes up into smaller sections, obviously. Wow, okay. Right, well, oh, and these are the majority of the parts. What's this? This is the warranty, I'm guessing. Yeah, just a bunch of warranty. That's the little engines. Oh my god. Stand. Okay. Okay. Sweet. What have we got here? Oh, I see. Okay. So these are, you know, hair all over them. Oh, I see. So these actually circle around and fit into the sections, and these are the parts with the flag on and the United States. I don't know why did they do it that way, I wonder. Because there's enough room in the box to have these as circular sections and then just give us the decals, but okay. These just circle around. Different sections there. Sweet. Right, what else we got on here? Oh, is this it? And here we have the tiny little decals. That's all of them. Okay, okay. Guess so. Got the United States flag on there. What's it got on there? All just bits of different markings and stuff. Control panels. Wow, okay. Okie dokie. Right, so we're not going to need most of this stuff at the moment. Let's try and put it all back in here without losing anything. Right, we don't need that. Don't need that. My god, there's pages and pages of the stuff. It looks pretty damn badass, though, I'm going to have to say. It's going to be massive. Right, so what can we start on first? Okay, so we could easily start on the stand in order to be able to build it. That's what we're going to need. And then the engines. And then, so you roll these sections up and you put some clips on there. Okay, good. Again with these. Okay. Right, okay. So there's going to be masking up as we go, I think, because if we're looking at this, this fits in here, so I'm going to have to work out where to mask up in order to spray the black, because the black goes on the bottom as well as the white. So we're going to spray it white first, and then black on top. Okay. Green inside. It's pretty straightforward, really. It's just rinse and repeat for a few sections. The sections just get smaller as you go down, like the engines will just get smaller because they'll fit in. So you've got the main booster engines, 5 of them, and they'll be the large ones. They'll just go on the bottom. And then you've got the smaller ones which fit inside it. And then so on and so forth, so on and so forth, till you get down to 1. Then you start making the command module and the landing. So you can make the command module and lander while you're making the rest of it. All right. Okay. Well, let's open up this bag and see what we've got here. Hiya! Hi, Nad. All right. These are G's. Is that the marking on the side there? F. So, bigger engines obviously go on the bottom. So that's the big engines. Yep. F says so there. So these are the big engines. So what I could do is I could probably glue those together and then spray them once they're glued. Okay. I could do that. That's base, not the base plate, but the engine mounting. That's going to take a bit of work. I'm going to have to give that a wash and dry brushing and all sorts to make that look good. Obviously, you don't want to make it look too used because it's not been used, but you want to make it look realistic. So, all right, okay. So let's look at that for now. We got. Let's fit on that. Right, so what we could easily do, because yeah, I know that the instructions give you a step 1 and a step 2 and a step 3, but if you're looking at painting it as you go, you don't want to keep getting out. You kind of want to do as much as you can that doesn't require painting, and then paint it all at once. So, but this is a kit that I haven't. I mean, a car kit I can get my head around as to which ones I need to do in what particular order, because I've done them before and they're all relatively the same. You've got the chassis, the interior and the external, so they kind of follow the same pattern, but this is something I've not done before, so I kind of want to I think if I could glue these together. I could glue those together, then prime them. And I could prime these parts. G's. That's F. Wait, is this F or G? F. Then where do the F ones go? See. Those are G6s. Wait, what? Wait, what's going on here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They haven't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, okay. So it's a small. Oh. Oh, all right then. Oh, I nearly had that completely wrong. So, where do they go? So, hold on. These haven't been. These don't look as though they've been numbered correctly. I've got F. Oh, wait, no, they're not F. Where's the... How do I know what numbers these are? They're both marked F. Okay, this is... Whether that's the serial number of the... Oh, yeah, it's a serial number. Oh, great. Okay, thanks, Revel. So what they've decided to do is usually what happens, you've got, like, on here, you've got... So let's have a look down here. You've got, like... If I zoom in here, give you a bit of a closer look. You can see here it says B7. Now, what that usually means, it's on spindle B, and it's part number 7. But these are not numbered. The actual parts are not numbered in that way. They're numbered 1, 3. I don't. They can't see that probably, but that's numbered 1, 3, and again 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. So they've numbered them. Things are gonna get funky. So I'm just looking at the instruction here. So this is G6 and G5, which I think are parts 1, 6 and 1, 5. I mean, at least the second number's correct, I suppose. And that is G4. So 1, 4, yeah. Times 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't know why they've done that, but thanks. At least I know now that that's backwards. That's not working correctly. Just to make things a little bit more difficult, they've numbered them incorrectly. Let's see what this is numbered as. Oh, and I've lost a little thing on there. 12. 1, 12. Part 12. Oh, fucking brilliant. Thanks, Revel. Thanks, Revel. Now I've got a little floating bit of plastic in there, which is part of the manoeuvring units. And I don't know where that came from. Oh, it came from over here, I think. Let's move this again. There we go. Right, so I don't need that one. I just need this for now. Right, okay. Alright. So I've got to get some glue sorted out. And just get a bit of a start going. Masking tape. We can plan out bits and pieces. Because this is all, the instructions are written so that you are kind of putting them together. Just imagine it like as if you're putting it together without painting it. That's exactly how you'd follow the instructions. But if you're going to paint it, you need to prime each piece. And I haven't got enough parts, bits, like spindles to hold them on, like little clamps. I've got these little clamps. And I haven't got enough of those to hold every single piece on. There's 184 pieces, 160 odd pieces. So, right, let's find my clippers. Sorry about this. Clippers. It's my scalpel blades. Where's my scalpel? What's happened to my scalpel? Oh, is it in? It's in here. There we go. And sanding sticks. A new map. Oh dear. These are just those emery boards that girls use on their nails and boys use on their beards. That's all they are. Just sand them down. What is the time? 7:30. Right. Right, so I think we can start to put some of these engines together. Careful of the details. Now I've got emery boards just to. That's not going to help on that one. Just try to file away some of the bits of plastic that are left on the spindle without on the piece without trying to file away too much of the detail, so it's nice and flush. I don't know if you can see this big chunk on the side here. That needs to come away. Max hate when he cuts the joints from his Gundam kits. Yeah, the trouble is that these got like these little details on the side that you've got to try and keep. So see if we can just. Here we go. Probably not the best way to do it. We can probably just. The thing about these emery boards is you can slightly use the edge of them too. I remember I was watching, because I do watch a lot of Adam Savage, and I remember he was telling a story about needing something to file off the joints, stuff like this, like we do in excess plastic. And he goes out and he went out and bought a whole bunch of tongue depressors and some sandpaper, and he glued these tongue depressors to the other side of the sandpaper, so he would just basically stick them down like that. He let them dry, and then he came back and he cut out the sandpaper. And he said it was brilliant. He said it worked just what he needed. Until one of the women in where he works turned around and said, "Why don't you use emery boards? You can get them from any like chemist or." And he's like, "What?" Like, yeah, you could use these emery boards. But, you know, women used to file their nails down. He had no idea they existed. So he went out of his way and made all these tooth depressors with sandpaper glued to them. And it took a woman to mention to him, because of course it did. But you can choose the right grain of sandpaper. That is true. That is true. But I like the fact that the band's way of doing it was, I'll make it myself. I'll do it myself. This thing doesn't exist that I know of, so I'll make it myself. And then it took a woman to come along and say, by the way, you could have done that easier if you just went and bought these. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. Work smarter, not harder. But what are you doing that for? You could just buy these. Dump a load of emery boards on the desk in front of him. But yeah, you don't really need to... You know, you're not trying to get it to a finish or anything. You're just trying to sand away some of the gumph. Trying to... just make it flush, that's all really. Even the nail gloss. Why would he steal nail gloss? He's not glossing parts with nail gloss, is he? Why would he use nail gloss then? I mean, I understand why he would use nail varnish remover. You could use that to clean brushes or clean glue off and stuff. Oh, look what I've gone and done. Fucking good stuff. I've got two of the same side. I guess I'll glue them like that then. Right, let's see if we can find two of the opposite side. Here we go. Yeet. We're going to need them anyway, so. Given the joints some friction. Oh, okay, because they move, do they? The Gundam joints move, do they? Well, that makes sense. Yeah, you could coat it then, couldn't you? Well, I'd probably still use gloss. Gloss varnish or something. But yeah, alright, no, that's fair enough. If it works, it works. Gundams aren't static models then. You can reposition their arms and stuff. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I've never made one myself. I've seen hits of them, and one of the sites where I get my car body paints from does Gundam paints. Like actual proper fuck off metal metallic paints. Really good stuff. Are we looking... I've done it again! How have I done that again? Hold a... Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you moron. I've got to do them anyway. I might as well do them all. You know, I might as well do them all. They're all the same. I might as well do them all and then stick them all together at the same time. So why the hell not? As they say, there's no mistakes, just happy little accidents. Unless, of course, you're following the instructions. Then there's plenty of mistakes to be made. So what we're going to do is cutting all these out And then we're going to glue them all together. Try and merge the seams as best as possible. I know that's going to be a bit of a hard task because of the way these things go together. So that's 3, 4. Let's grab the last one of those. Oh, an update on my Arthur Morgan model. I am going to put it on a stand, but the stand needs to be quite big. It's about 30 centimeters by about 15 centimeters, and I want it to be like one of those sort of like oval shaped stands, and it's got a lip on it, so it looks quite good. But it's too big to put in my 3D printer. So it was just huge. This stand was. So I was trying to work out how to split it, and I was thinking, I've got a friend who uses Blender. Friend Jen uses Blender, and I was going to see if she could cut it up for me. Because I didn't know how to do it. And it turns out there is a very basic slicing mod or module on my 3D printing software. Doesn't work very well. I mean, because what you need is hey Moo, how you doing? Because what you need to do is cut one side. So say you've got two pieces like that, they're all stuck together. In the 3D software, you need to draw a line sort of across here, and it'll cut, and then it will get rid of that bit, and so you can save this bit. But there's no undo to bring this bit back and do the same. So you have to kind of, and you can't eyeball it because that would just be ridiculous. So it wasn't working brilliantly, but I managed to get it to slice it in 2 halves, which is good. And it would print those 2 individual halves, and I could just glue them together. Print's going to take 15 hours. It's like Christ. So I have managed to do it. I just need to find a day when I've got 15 hours to just let it print. Why did my sub cancel? Why did your sub cancel? Oh, did you just get an advert or something then? Is the month up or something? I don't know. I haven't touched it. I don't know how to deal with any of that. I haven't cancelled anybody's subs. I don't think I can, to be honest. You might want to just go and check when you actually subbed. Because I don't believe I can cancel anyone's sub, honestly. I don't know how any of that works. I just play video games and make models. I haven't got a account team. It should auto renew. I don't know then. When have let's have a look at the activity. I can see, I can see so much activity. It's all bits and pieces from when we played. Using Prime to free sub. Yeah, I'm not seeing August the 30th. I've gone down to. I've seen you cheer for 1,000 bits on the 30th. Oh yeah, Amu has resubbed Prime for 2 months, 2-month streaks on August the 12th with the message Woot. So you have got, look, I'll just put it in there like that. Oh, no, that's just All right, that's crap. I haven't obviously set that up on this machine, but yeah, August. It should be October. Yeah, you should have. You should have September the 12th. Should be 1 month. It should be October the 12th. Should finish on October. I don't know what's happened there, Amu. I don't know. I'm very sorry about that. It's not my fault. No, it's definitely not because I'm using a different computer, because it's still the same channel. Yeah, maybe contact Twitch. I don't know what's happening there. Wait, is anyone else who's subbed getting adverts? Because it might be a setting, because I may have a different setting on. Did anyone else get an advert? Because I might have the setting wrong. Hang on a minute. Because I haven't got the adverts up on this computer just yet. They're up on the other computer. But what may have happened is the settings might have changed. Because you can still play adverts when people are subbed, but it's just a matter of course that people just don't do it that way, and they may have changed the settings. Let me go and check. I will be right back. Right, I'm back. Where is it? Main bench. No, it's I've got ad-free viewing checked, so if you're subscribed, you should be getting ad-free viewing. So I don't know, because you should have been subbed till September, October. Yeah. Well, all the way through to November, obviously. Well, I've been going for 47. Oh, Amu, did you get an advert right at the beginning of the stream? Is that what you're talking about? Because if it is, then yes, that does that. It does do that. You're going to have an advert coming up in the next 15 minutes. That'll be the tester. If you get an advert in the next 15 minutes, then something's gone wrong. You should have an advert immediately as the stream starts. Should only be a 30-second one. It shouldn't be a huge thing. And then it's ad-free viewing. Again, I don't think I can do anything about that. I always get an advert when I first start. But if you don't get one in the next 15 minutes, next 10 minutes, then you'll be alright. Anyway, we're still making these engines. Not really engines, are they? They're just big old fucking boosters. Big old big old nozzles. Here's a little fact. The engines use liquid hydrogen. I believe it's liquid hydrogen. And they mix with the liquid oxygen or whatever, and they produce an absolute astonishing amount of thrust, an incredible amount of thrust. But along with that thrust, they also produce an incredible amount of heat, like ridiculous amount of heat. Enough heat to melt pretty much any material. It would melt rock. There is no metal or substance which can sustain the amount of heat that it puts out, that they could put on these rockets. So you might think, well, hang on a minute, how do the actual engines themselves? And it said my sub wasn't active. Shouldn't it say active until I can? Well, it should do, yeah. It should say active. Should say active. Let's see if you get see if you get an advert in the next few minutes. So you may be asking, why don't the engines just turn to liquid, just vaporize when they put up full boost? That's because of a very neat feature of liquid hydrogen. Two neat features of liquid hydrogen. It is incredibly cold and it's liquid. So what they do is, you see all those big liquid canisters inside the space rocket, inside the rocket. They mix together and obviously they come out of these engines. But if you look on the inside here, I don't know if you, that means there's ridges on the inside here. And those ridges are real, they exist, and on the outside here. And what it does is the pumps send the liquid nitrogen down through these coils, through here, and then back up into the engine itself, and then into the mixing chamber. So the liquid nitrogen keeps the engine cool enough so it doesn't melt. And then it goes on to burn. I found that fascinating. I was like, damn, that's fucking genius. So you've got thousands of little tubes all around the inside of the engine that the liquid nitrogen flows through. Hydrogen, I can't remember, whatever. Whichever the rocket fuel is that they use. And it just keeps it cool enough to be able to not melt. Anyway. Right, so we can now fix these bastards together. I don't know how many of you knew that. You're probably there going, yeah, Carrie, we knew that. We all watch Mythbusters as well, you know. We all watch NASA documentaries. Right, so let's take some glue and just I bet Amu came on expecting there to be some Horizon Zero Dawn. So what's this idiot doing today? Right, so we're going to have, this is a bit of a pain. Because there is a big old frickin' seam all the way down the middle of these engines. Look at that. A big old dirty frickin' seam. I hate that. I have to do something about that. I don't know what I can do about it because I'll end up filing off the detail of this tubing. Ugh. This side fitted in fairly well. I could file down some of this, but right. That's one. 4 more to go. Yeah, I don't know why that messed up on me. I honestly don't. Is it because you're like, are you on your phone or something? Is it something to do with that? Could it be? Oh my god, I didn't sneak that out. I'll have to do that in a second. Oh, you bastard. Alright, okay. Well, it's going to leave me with nasty seams down here. I do have some model filler, but that's going to be real difficult to get in all these little places. So if any of you got any facts about the Apollo 11 mission, you know, feel free to share them. We are having no, okay. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to have to do is once they're done is I'm going to have to get some model filler and fill up some of these gaps. Because there's no gaps on these engines. They had to be cast whole. Any seams would be a fault. Yep, there we go. There's another one glued up. Just wait for that to dry. No, time for a smoko. I think a little puff on my smoko. The glue's getting stuck to everything. Sticker figures. Just don't scratch your eyeball when you're gluing. Right, yeah. It's another engine glued but not finished, obviously. I've got a feeling this kit is going to be very much kind of do this same thing multiple times, or something similar to this thing multiple times, because this has got 5 engines on this one. The next stage has got 6, but they're smaller. I think it's all pretty much gonna be the same sort of thing. Come on, fingers, work. There we go. Okay, so now what we got to try and do is try and get rid of that seam. That is just nasty. Ugh. Yeah, that is real bad. Right, so there is a way that I could do it. It's just going to take time to do it on all 5 engines. But this isn't a rush job. Anyway, yay, lunch stream, yeah. Lunch stream. Right, let's move this out of the way. I've got to get... Oh my god, boxes are falling down. Ah! I'll be right back. Right. I've got a few boxes in the way of one of my drawers. So and it's the drawer with filler in it. Here we go. Humbrol model filler for modeling and craft break. You've seen me use this before on Arthur Morgan. Oh, smoko. What do you got? 8 o'clock already, Jesus. I'm not actually doing any painting today, so it shouldn't take too long to tidy up. So what we're going to do is we're just going to eke out some of this filler. That's maybe a bit too much. Oh, it stinks too. Right. Just try and fill in some of these gaps. Pretty sure not even going to get this done today within an hour. But, you know, it's what we do here at Model Bench. We make models and we spend hours and hours just filling in shit. Come on, get in there. There we go. So how you been today, Amu? Apart from at work? Hopefully you've been alright. Stinky work. Hopefully it's not too hot for you. I hear California's not having a very good time of it at the moment. Ah, there we go. Just sit there with me on your phone while you eat your sandwiches. Watch me put this nasty stuff all over this bottle. These engines are very much going to be seen, so I want these to be pretty good. We'll explain at games night. Oh, that sounds okay. All right, fair enough. Sounds like something's been going on. Come on. This stuff is difficult to get off at areas that you don't want it in, but it'll be fun. So we was at the pub today, sat outside, saw no fewer than 2 rats run past us. My niece is like, huh, that's not good. I was like, no, you don't say. And then one of the original rats ran into a bush, and I says, oh look, it's in that bush. She's like, no, is it? So she got up, kicked the bush, and the rat ran past her. She's like, ah! I was like, I told you he was in there. Did you not believe me or something? That's not good. Shouldn't be rats in the pub bushes. It's not very good. Big ones too. I mean, they're no New York rats. Yeah. Rats in New York smoke cigarettes and have tattoos. Little bastards. Walking down the street at night in Manhattan and you're like, oh look, someone's let their dog out. No, that's not a dog. It's a fucking rat. Right, so I'm going to zoom this in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Come here. Here we go. That was probably a bit too far away, so what I'm doing is I'm just kind of putting on this filler to try and fill those gaps in. And then what we'll do is we'll sand it down. It's starting to get a bit dry now. Sand it down. First started using this on the fuselages for planes because of the seam that was going all the way through. I couldn't do anything to get rid of the seam. So I bought some of this stuff, and yeah, it seemed to do the job. If you can sand it out, that is. Some of these details you won't be able to sand it out, which is real pain. So you can just put, you know. And you saw me use this when I was filling parts of the horse for my Arthur Morgan model. I was looking through some more 3D prints the other day, wondering what I should print next, or what I'd like to print. There's a Darth Vader, and he's badass. They've left like holes in the in his chest armor, so you can run LEDs through them and light up his chest armor, which I thought was pretty damn sweet. So I put that in my wish list. I'm like, yeah, that'd be badass. It's pretty big too, by all accounts. So yeah, I think you can wire in some like blue, green LEDs, and you can get those kind of like filament lights, and they work fantastic for lightsabers and phaser blasts. It's from the scene of, it's from Empire. The actual scene it's in is from Empire when Luke gets his hand cut off. No, I'm your father. No. That scene. Looks badass. He's reaching out for Luke and he's got his lightsaber out. Looks super cool. So I'm thinking I might do that next. My next 3D print. Might do a bit of Darth Vader in. Wire him up with some lights. Okay, so how are we doing here? Got everything in order? Yep. Yeah, it is pretty badass. It's pretty big too. Like his leg is like that big, sort of like that big. His leg is that's just his leg. It's like that's pretty nice. Like not the whole leg. It's just it was pretty badass. So might have to give that a go. Right, so what we're going to do here is we're going to get one of these smaller. Oh, no, not that's the wrong one. That's in the wrong one. Here we go. Right, so I got a bunch of small ones in here. Smaller emery boards. Even that's too big. So what we do is we just slice this in half. That's a good way to blunt your knife, isn't it? And let's snip that off. There we go. There we go. Well, that's much smoother. Okay. Brilliant. Feels smoother anyway. I say the only real way to tell whether these joints are filled in or not is when you prime it, because then you can see whether it's takered. But you should be fine. Even just the smallest bit of fill in there will have done the job, because some of these gaps are very small. See, big chunks of that fill are coming off because you just put it on there and they kind of just push it in. Even just a little bit of it in the gap, fill it in. Yeah. I mean, I'm still going to have a bit of gap on this bit, but I don't want to lose the detail of that. So it's like swings and roundabouts. How far do you go, you know? Right, to any of you that thought I was going to actually finish this tonight. Alright, back to work, Abu. See you in a few hours. Yeah, to any of you that thought I was going to finish this tonight, you can see that is not going to be the case. Poor Moo having to work on a Wednesday games night. That's just so sad. When she works on a Friday party night too. I know. It's a disaster. Right, that's filling in those gaps kind of nicely. I've just got to try and sand them down now. Oh, dear. Yeah, a bit of a cup of coffee. What is the time? Where is the time? All right, 20:22. Okay. See, another reason why I wanted to do, I knew I could do a model bench stream tonight is because I knew there wouldn't be that much to pack up. So I could keep going till about 9 o'clock my time, and I wouldn't have a lot of packing up to do. There's no brushes to dry out or anything like that today, clean out or anything like that. I just and I could pretty much leave everything out as it is, ready for the next adventure. So I've got to find a day when I got 15 hours in order to print out the base for Arthur Morgan. It's gonna be a tricky one. 15 fucking hours. Yep, right. So what I might do is I might leave that for a while, and like when I go out in like one Monday, I might get up early, set that off, and then a cleaner could come around and I could do all the things I need to do on a Monday, and it could just be happily printing. So even if I get up like early, it's still got like going to be going till early hours of the morning. Now this is going to be the start of my space collection, because ultimately I want to get the space shuttle as well, and a bigger version of the lunar lander. So I'm thinking of doing a space collection too. Alright, so that's one done, or is it? Yeah, that's one done. Not too worried about the inside seam, because you're not going to see that once it's on the model. So, and then it's going to have some cotton wool coming out of it, and it's all going to be lit up, look like jet thrust, or like thrusts, rocket thrusts. But that is one engine done, ready for priming. 4 more to go. Actually, what I want to do is I want to see how it actually takes a prime. I want to see if it actually does cover that seam, but I might want to leave it to dry for a little bit longer before priming it. Right, so that one's dead. Right. This is going to look so good when it's done and up there on my wall. It's going to look cool beans. So I've got a corner position just by my computer, just behind my computer monitor, and it's going to sit there in the corner of my workshop. I'm going to get some of that black is black paint and try and paint like a black background and like it kind of merging into kind of a blue for like the atmosphere. So a light blue moving into a dark blue of the atmosphere of the Earth, and then I was going to put stars in it, but you don't actually see stars when you're at that particular altitude of the full rocket, so I'm not going to put stars in there. But then it's going to have these LED lights hidden in some airbrushed cotton wool to make it look like smoke and flame coming out the back. And it's going to look badass. You want to see me paint something crazy? What do you want to see me paint crazy? What do you classify as crazy? The most powerful engine in the ever made. You want me to see me paint glass? What do you mean paint glass? Like paint on glass? Or paint something to look like glass? Oh, you want me to paint on glass? I should learn how to make... Oh, glass art, okay. Well, that's just an idea, I suppose. I've got plenty of things I can already do. Let's get these kits out of the way before I start buying new stuff. And make use of those 3D printers. I bought the 3D printers and, well, of course, after that, yeah. I bought those 3D printers and I printed out a load of stuff, and then they've just kind of sat there now, not doing anything. I say 3D printers. I've got a printer and a wash and cure station. I knew I wasn't going to use them a lot. I knew I wasn't going to like excessively use them because of how quickly I actually get things done. But I just wasn't expecting to take so long to actually get myself into gear and actually do something, you know? It just took me so long to get that Arthur Morgan printed up and done. At the beginning of the year, I had a real bad time of actually being able to be motivated of doing anything. All I wanted to do is sit down and play video games. So plans that I had went out the window. But the plan is to actually do some work. You can make D&D stuff. I just pile art on myself so I know not everyone does. Yeah, I could make... You could buy it off me. Well, yeah. It would be more expensive to bloody ship it over to wherever you are than it would just to find someone in the States that did it. You ask Creamy how expensive it is to ship something to the UK. Jesus Christ. Probably Jimmy just expensive to ship it back. But that is the thing that you can do with it. You can do like D&D stuff, and I've been looking at some of those D&D models, like game areas and like little. The other thing you could do is there's a website where you can design your own D&D character. Now they'll either print it out for you and send it to you if you don't have a 3D printer, but you can also just download the STL file, so you can make your custom D&D characters. And I was like, that would be badass if I played D&D. I mean, I've always wanted to play D&D. I just never had really anyone to play it. And I only played Warhammer a couple of times. Because the friends that I had played Warhammer... The friends that I... I mean, I've seen videos of people playing D&D. It looks bloody awesome. I mean, I could make, like, taverns and buildings. I would just be in my element just making, like, buildings and, like, dungeons for, like, the dungeon master to go, oh, that's cool, we'd do this, we'd use something, we could use that, you know, or painting big old fucking dragons as, like, end level bosses or whatever. End bosses. Of course you're a bard, yeah. I mean, I'll be a barbarian. I don't know. But I would think that'd be kind of cool, and I would just be like going around. I'd just make like, oh, that's dried out. It's like make taverns and gaming boards and stuff. There's so much stuff out there that you could just buy, download, and then print out. But of course, I don't know anyone that does D&D, and that would mean having to meet real people, like face to face and shit. So, really? Not sure I want to do that. Some things I see things backwards. Do a Discord what? People do that. Discord D&D? Huh. You know what? That could be badass, because if you've got a bunch of people, like, I've got cameras and stuff here, obviously. I could, like, have the board table up here. Someone else could obviously be the DM, and I could just move shit around. Because I don't know how to be a DM. You know, you can have like a board here and stuff. G&D games night. Well, there was talk. There is actually a game on Steam called Virtual Tabletop, and you can have D&D imported into it. Now, someone made us gave us the idea that we could do that, so we thought, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So a few of us went and downloaded Virtual Tabletop, but the person that was going to tell us how to use it and turn it into D&D for us didn't come back to us on that. So if that is something you want to do, look at Virtual Tabletop on Steam. I know a few of us have already downloaded it. I know I have, in preparation to... I think we were going to do Warhammer on it, honestly. But I know it does D&D. There's D&D... do a tabletop thing. Yeah. I also had a friend, actually. I'm taking a bit of a break for now because I'm bending over and whatever. Actually, I'm going to do a BRB. So, let me give you that. Enjoy some pictures of my horse. If you give it a kiss, it tastes just like raisins. Ah, right, I'm back, as you may have figured out. Yeah, so that was the plan. Our friend was going to do use this virtual tabletop on Steam, and we were going to do some game nights were going to be virtual. Well, virtual. Like on virtual tabletop, we're going to play Dungeons and Dragons. Or put another night aside to play Dungeons and Dragons. That would have been fun. But this person, no disrespect to them, and they just got ill, and they just were unable to motivate themselves to be able to sort of get things done. I have reminded them about it, and they said that they're having difficulties at the moment. So that's fair enough. You can't knock them for that. Well, it's just a little bit unfortunate because we were all kind of looking forward to that. So if you want to look into that, Naddy, because you know more about D&D than any of us. I mean, all I know about D&D is what I've seen on Viva La Dirt League's D&D. And everyone keeps ranting and raving. It looks really fun, but I wouldn't even know where to start. The good thing about virtual D&D, I suppose, is you could also save it and pick up where you left off. You don't have a board to pack up or characters to pack up or anything like that. But I hear you could have imported your characters, like if you made models, you could import them. But I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, 3D printers are good for doing that sort of stuff. And I have looked into some character creations and whatnot. This is slow progress, but it'll be well worth it if the seams are all covered up. It might need a couple of coats of primer, just to, especially on some of these bigger seams. Yeah, it looks alright. Anyone who was just tuning in while I was AFK may have thought that and then come back and saw me making these rocket engines. Maybe thinking that I'm intending to glue these rocket engines on the back of the horse. That is not the intention. This is a completely different model. Supersonic Cowboy. Nope. We are doing some prep work for paint on a Saturn V Apollo 11. It's fiddly work, but you know, I want it to look good when it's done. It's just not much to talk about unless you're talking to me. So, I mean, I'm just trying to file down some of these joints. And I don't mean those kind of joints. Why would you need to file those down? Okay, we're nearly done with this engine. Just these last ones to do. It's just sort of relaxing work, you know, you can just sort of sit here and chill out, talk to yourself, listen to music. Okay. I think that's going to be number 2 done. I mean, yeah, it's got some filler in places that, you know, doesn't need to be, but it's all smooth at least. So that's good. That's number 2. 3 more to go. That filler's all dried up. Oh dear. Right, how? That's still... Okay, that's still good. Ugh. Yeah, I've got a feeling this project is going to be a lot of rinse and repeat. Well, by the very nature of it. But it's absolutely huge. I couldn't believe how big it was. It's going to be 1.4 meters tall. 1.14 meters tall. It's crazy. So these have to be... What are these? Chrome? Are these painted? These aren't painted chrome, surely. They are painted E, which is E silver metallic. Yeah, I don't want to paint them chrome. Silver metallic is a little bit of a better color. Yeah, I've got a bunch of silver metallic. What's the bottom plate? Bottom plate is G. White silk matte. Okay. And then it's going to have a wash on top of it to turn it out. It'll turn it sort of grey. Right. What do we got now? 10 to 9. Okay. Might be able to get another one done. Now, depending on how much I have to drink tonight, I might be able to get some more done tomorrow. And a Monkey Island stream. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? Depends on how hungover I get. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. It looks like tedious work, but you know, it's about the reward at the end of it. I'm imagining this awesome looking rocket behind my computer that when I turn the lights on, it looks like it's blasting off to the moon for the first time. It's gonna send two tiny little men into the history books and onto the surface of another planetary object. It's like since we finished the moon missions, it seems as though there was a lot of concentration on the International Space Station and learning things from that, but we certainly have learned a lot about space from the International Space Station and satellite images of the Earth and all that kind of stuff. But since the moon missions, it feels like it's been, you know, almost like it's been paperwork science. Paperwork exploration. Yeah, we've sent probes into space and whatnot, but you know, when's man gonna land on Mars? That's the thing. When's that gonna happen? I mean, I don't care who does it, just I kind of want to see it. And then I want to see all the flat earthers fucking deny it ever happened, because they make me laugh so much. No, it's fake. The Earth's clearly flat. Alright, mate. There was that flurfer who built his own rocket in order to prove that the Earth was flat. So he built his own rocket and sent himself into tried to send himself into space. The rocket ended up blowing up, killing him. It's like, dude, that's why NASA spends billions of dollars on it, and that's why like SpaceX and people like that have spent billions of dollars. You can't just put it together with bits of string and blue tack, mate. You know. We missed those out. Let's see. Right, now it's time to sand that one down. Where did everybody go? Am I in here on my own or something? Am I playing with myself? Okay, right. Now, which bit did I just done that bit? So let's just file down these bits now. Sand them down. Something I do have to do before. What a strange chess figure. Well, Joanna's back. Well done. Welcome back, Joanna. Does kind of look like a strange chess figure, doesn't it? Kind of looks like the base of like the knight or the queen or something. No, it's an engine. Night to moon at 12. Damn, check. You name him the priest. Okay. Moves one step forward and then two back. Yeah, he doesn't get anywhere. At least it's not a damn warrior priest. I wish they moved backwards. So what are you doing, Eduardo? You playing a game or something? Or you just ready yourself for games night? You gonna be late again this week or what? It's playing Grounded. Oh, that's that one with the about. It's like when you shrunk down and you have to fight all the insects and stuff. Is it? Is that one? Fighting digital head. Oh yeah, it sounds like that's the one you're talking about. Yeah, I was totally going to play that with you until you said you have to fight big spiders, and I'm like, nope, I'm out. Well, no, you didn't tell me I had to fight big spiders. You said, oh hey, let's play Grounded, and I looked at it on Steam, and I thought, oh, this looks actually pretty good. So I watched a couple of videos, and a couple of videos I saw, they were fighting big ass fucking spiders, and I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry, I can't do that. They looked too frickin'. Give me the weeds. Give me the creeps. And it seemed as though that was all the things that they were fighting. The creeps, the willies. I was like, nope. Nope, nope, nope. There's small ones too. Oh, you don't have to fight big spiders all the time. There's small ones too. Oh, okay. Well, that makes it so much better then. You don't have to fight the mummy spider, just her babies. Ugh. You make my skin crawl just thinking about it, Joanna. Thanks very much. bad enough in Dragon Age 2. When you walk into the cave, you're like, oh, this seems alright. And big chuffing spider appears. Sticks a tongue out. Yeah, thanks. But still. And they added a spider broodmother too. Great. Great. A giant sized one. Oh, brilliant. Yeah, well, even more nope. Even more nope. Oh, jeez. Yeah, can we just move on from that now? Give me the frickin' creeps. Mind you, that would probably make a good stream, wouldn't it? Watch Carrie piss his own pants. Playing a video game. But the thing is, good they are so big. Oh, really? Yeah, great that they're so big. Right, okay, yeah. How many times can Carrie say nope during the stream? That could be another title. Because there's way too much caves and holes to shoot them safely. Oh yeah, it's not about killing them, Duana. I don't have a problem with that. Or being able to fight them or anything like that. It's just them in general. It's like, even if they were friendly, I wouldn't care. It's like, nope. Nope, what did you say? You just called me a pussy. I had to approve that. I should have said block. It was flagged for bullying. It was flagged for bullying and bad language. So yeah, I'm being bullied. I'm being called a pussy. Pussy. Meow. Well, as long as you're having fun killing them biters, then that's all that matters as far as I'm concerned. I don't need none of that. Thanks very much. We'll find another game to play together. I thought we were going to play that pirate game. That was quite fun. But was it? I can't remember. Sea of Thieves, that's right. Play Sea of Thieves. There's way too much stuff to kill for now. Okay, fair enough. Well, as long as you're having fun, that's good. Yeah, me and Amu played Sea of Thieves for a bit. We'll have to revisit that. That was kind of fun. The only problem is with it, obviously, it's PvP. Other people can get involved. And if you haven't got a big enough crew, they kind of pick on you. We had a couple of instances with PvPers, but it's not really our thing. It's not really our thing, PvP. I have to build a central base again. I guess this time I'll build a base around the acorn tree. Oh, I don't know what that means, but okay. A base around an acorn tree. Sounds good to me. Yeah. Yeah, it's unavoidable. That's the thing. There was talk about setting up like your own servers, but I don't think they've allowed it because some of the titles actually require you to do PvP. Some of the factions, you know, have to do PvP. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is down to skill, for sure. But if it's just like me and you playing, and we've got a little ship, and we come up against a big ship, the only thing we got in our favour is speed. You know, just like it's kind of bad. I mean, I see why people enjoy it though. I mean, it's quite fun, but that's why when me and Amu were doing it, we'd go and do our mission, get the loot, and then immediately take the loot back to port. We wouldn't go off and do another mission. We'd make sure that we'd get in what we can so we didn't lose anything. So if someone did roll up on us, we could, and we lost something, we didn't lose like an entire day's work, you know. No good game for multiplayer. No, I know. Most of them are just like, I know, like third-person shooters and stuff now. I'm not interested in the. I mean, there was, like I say, there's. I mean, it's not a new game. 7 Days to Die, but I didn't take your fancy. It's a survival game as well. So I can understand that. But yeah, there's not really much. Not that I know of, but you're my games guru. You're the one that tells me what's coming up and what's going to be good. So. I'm too busy playing some of the old shit that I've got in my... Right, let's see if we can sand this one down. We're nearly there. This will be number 4. Oh, 9:15. I might be able to get one more done. If I can, what I'd like to do is at least get first coat of primer on them before I come back to this, so then they're ready to actually paint proper. I mean, that's why I was thinking that D&D thing would be good for everybody to honor, because everyone likes a bit of D&D, and we could put aside a night for it, maybe even stream it, and just play D&D in Discord on tabletop, a virtual tabletop. But you know, getting people together to do this shit, that's the thing. The other game was it was a D&D based game, and it was called what was it? I can't remember what it's called, but it was like Dragon Age Origins. You had control of 4 characters, but you could have multiplayer, so people could take control of a character, which is okay. But the problem is, if only like 2 of you are playing, the host had to be able to control the other 3 characters. And if you're playing alone, you could like pause it and issue commands so that you could all work together. But you can't pause it when someone else is playing, because only one person has the pause control. So you're left in a situation where, unless there were actually 4 people playing, you had to control 3. The host had to control 3 characters and try to use all their skills together in real time, and it got a bit difficult, to be honest. It was, because I like those kind of games. Like, I like the Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2. I couldn't get on with Inquisition though. Tried that, I couldn't get on with that. It's more like Dragon Age Resurrection. That's all we seem to be doing. But the problem is, it's like when it's in real time, it just really takes away a lot of the gameplay, a lot of the strategy, and I didn't like that. So we used to play it. There's 4 of us that used to play it, and then when one person was off, I had to control 2, and then when 2 people were off, I had to control 3. Absolute nightmare. But that was kind of D&D based. It's based in the same lands as D&D is based in. Can't remember what it's called now. Right, now I don't think all of these gaps are going to be fully sealed, because some of them are just so difficult to get into. But I think priming that, and that will get rid of most of that. It's very difficult to get in here. Yeah, it should be okay. You're still going to see the gap a little bit in some places, but it's not going to be as bad as it would have been without this. Oh, one more to do. What is the time? 9:20. I'm sure I can do one more before I have to go to games night. Just roll out another squirt filler in a minute. Ah. Okay. Last engine. Right. Oh, I've got filler on the camera now. That's not filler. Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to work. Okay. Oh, still last engine, ladies and gentle peeps. And what I'm going to do is I'll probably go to prime coat them off camera. So what I'll do is I'll get ready for games night. And I'll just stick them in the paint booth and just spray them over. Give them a couple of coats of primer. I've got a little spinny turntable thing. I can just whack them on and give them a good spray. So I was talking to my niece today, and she was complimenting my diorama that I made for my dad for his birthday. I made him a diorama of it's like a 10 centimeter diameter little diorama with a like glass dome over the top, and it was a postman collecting mail from a countryside post box. And it's got a little Land Rover post van in it, and a big tree, and there's birds in the trees, and there's rabbits underneath, and all that kind of stuff. So she was really, you can see it on my blog actually if you wanted to take a pic at that. And she said that she really liked it, and she wanted to do one for herself of an area of the New Forest. So we're looking into ideas as to what she can do. And then maybe one day she's going to come round and we're going to teach her how to make a tree. And then we're going to make a little diorama for her. I've got all the bits and pieces, so she wants to make it with, because she likes the donkeys in the New Forest, so we're going to make it with donkeys. So we've got to buy some donkeys and a couple of figurines, and it's going to look pretty cool. Alright, let's see. Right, actually I might just get a fresh load of filler on there. Seems to be doing a quicker job if it's wet. Trouble with this stuff, it's really good when it's wet, but it dries so fast. And then it takes a little bit more effort to get it where you want it to go. So what you need to do is just put out little blotches on a piece of masking tape. And then when that's dry, put a bit more out, or drying. Okay. Ah. Okay, right. So let's continue. Yeah, these bits between these ridges I don't think are going to get too filled in. I'll have to see. Okay, we're nearly done. Just got to do these ones down here. Okay, so we have five engines now glued together and jointed. So what we're going to do now is we're going to prime coat them. Well, I'm going to do that off camera because it is now 9:30 and it's time to get ready for games night. So, yeah, we have got that done. Oh, right. Oh, God, this box is huge. It's going to be so in my way. All right, let's put all this lot back. What I might also want to do real quick, because I'm going to need to prime this too, so that I can spray that ready to put the on there. Well, I'm going to spray those first. Oh, let's just do it. Let's just frickin' do it, I say. That's what I say. Let's just frickin' do it. So that's all smoothed out. So what I want to do now is I want to put a little nobule of plastic on the back of it here, so I can grip a stand onto it. Although thinking about it, do I even need to? Because it's just going to be sprayed. I could just spray it like that. No. Yeah. No, I could just spray it like that, can't I? Because you're not going to see the inside of it. I could just spray it and turn it. That's cool. That's good. That's good. Don't need to do that then. Okay, so that's all ready. Right. So where is it? Okay. What's happened to my headset? Oh, it's come far forward on my head. It's come a bit far forward on my head. Oh, I see what's happened. There we go. Sorry about that. Just messing about with it. Right, so that's it for today. We've had a bit of an unboxing, and we had a look to see what was involved in the in the making of this rocket, and it's going to be a lot of the similar processes just get smaller and smaller and smaller as the rocket gets bigger. Like the engines, start off with big engines, and then they get smaller and smaller and smaller as you go in. So it's going to be much of the same kind of process, painting the same things, just smaller for different areas until you get right to the top. That's where the command module is, and the lander and all that lot. So, but we could do those separately. So if we're wondering, oh no, I've got nothing else to do here while I'm waiting for paint to dry, there's still completely other sections that you could do. There's a lot to do on this rocket. So it doesn't matter if I'm waiting for paint to dry. Unlike a car where there's like, it's basically just three sections: interior, chassis, and exterior. There's lots of different pieces of this that I can be getting on with. So that's good. It's going to keep me busy. Yeah, we're gonna leave it there for today. We're gonna head back into it's gonna be games night here in a minute in Second Life. So if you are watching the stream and you play games with us in Second Life, now's the time to log in to Second Life. Wow, within 25 minutes. But thanks everybody for joining me. I really do appreciate that. Coming out to see what my next project is. As I said, I will be getting back on with the Arthur Morgan horse once I printed out the base. And then I'm going to work on making the base well, look good, look cool. I'm going to do some ground cover and rocks and maybe even a stream. We'll have to have a look. But that's going to be pretty cool. So that's ongoing. And yeah, that's it for today. I'm glad I managed to actually get a model bench stream out. I do like doing it. It's just I just get pushed. I just end up not with enough time, you know. So we'll see. But thanks very much for coming in, and we'll see you in Second Life Games Night. So thanks very much, everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye.